Eagles did the league figure out the Eagles?
I definitely feel like the league has pretty much gotten to where like, okay, we now know how we need to play them. Stop them from being able to run the ball and force them to throw. Not saying that Jalen can't throw the ball. That's not what I'm saying at all. But he's not the quarterback that you want to have in the shotgun and throwing the ball all game long. That's not his specialty. He's able to play off a play action and he's able to run the ball himself. And he plays better when Miles Sanders is involved in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Not involved in the game, you have a good chance of beating the Eagles. And as long as you have a good run offense, you have a good chance of beating them as well. Even though they got Sue and Levi Jovis that played yesterday, they still gave us some big runs yesterday. So that's something to be cautious about. Jonathan Taylor still pretty much ran his game like he usually does. So if the Colts have a better quarterback, I think they win that game against the Eagles. That's just my opinion.
And some receivers that can catch the ball.
Yeah.
Man.
So like me, right? So the Eagles now the league figured out the Eagles. I think the league kind of already figured it out before we stole it from the Texans. You feel me? Like, but the Eagles have a weak spot. That's what the league know. They have a weak spot. Now the Eagles did a good job though in the second half on Jonathan Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he only had 84 yards and 26 carries, but the Eagles, I don't know, man. Like the we were talking about the Cowboys next, but the Eagles look like the old Kellen Moore, I should say. The old Kellen Moore, man. You know, like Miles Sanders had after losing to us and not giving the ball to Miles Sanders, their coach came out and said we need to go back to what we were doing when we were 8-0. All right. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna run the ball. In the first half, Miles Sanders had 5 carries, and Hurst had 7. Hurst had more carries than Miles Sanders. And then I look at when the game was over, Miles Sanders had 13 carries. You know, I feel like you're a running team, run the ball. And this is the second week in a row, AJ Brown let his QB down. I guess his ankle still hurt, or he still pulled something. I guess he's still injured from the Commanders game. I mean, I don't know. That's what they were saying last week because what he do yesterday? He had 5 catches, 60 yards, but he did fumble a key fumble right after they turned the ball over. You know, so Jalen Hurts said, you know what, AJ, you don't want to show up today. I'm gonna put the ball in my hand. So I will get the Eagles credit for beating a team when they're not playing their best. That's what great teams do. Great teams, you're gonna have good games, you're gonna have bad games, but the difference between a good and bad team, the good teams actually win those games. They're not playing good in it. Kind of similar to how the Kings beat Detroit last night. There's nothing here nor there. But I would say that it's a shot for Carr, by the way. So they won, and Jalen Hurts put the team on his back. He really did. Well, should I say, yeah, he put literally on his back and he ran. That's what he did, right? Because he definitely didn't throw him to victory. He didn't throw that touchdown, but he basically ran us to the victory. But just Saturday, man, I mean, you did good, but I mean, I knew he was gonna run the ball up the middle. Like, come on now. When you in shotgun, you gotta run the quarterback. Do not open, watch the middle. If his middle is open, he's gonna take on in the red zone. I mean, the goal line is going to take off if it's wide open. But that was a design run. But they definitely wasn't prepared for that, and that was a good play call. But like you said, David, if they had another quarterback other than Matt Ryan, I believe that they would have won that game because Matt Ryan is not mobile enough for that pass rush. Because they didn't even sack Matt Ryan a lot. You know, this supposed to be, you know, that's like on 4 times, but a lot of it came on that last drive, or that last 2 drives.
Because you know that's what Pop do. He only show up when the game is done. And fall on the quarterback.
He always get that game winning, the game selling sack.
Hey.
Just like he had the game selling penalty against the Commanders.
Yes. It was the same way. It literally was the same way. I was like, look at him falling on the quarterback again.
Yeah, this happened 4 times. But Matt Ryan had 213 yards, but they had some drops though, man. I was like some key 3rd down drops. I'm like, dang, I mean, they started out in the middle of the game. Huh?
Isn't Michael Pittman their best receiver?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 receptions. He has 6 receptions, 7 targets. You know, 75 yards.
They need to give him some. They needed some more weapons in the Indy.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, Paris 8 targets, 3 receptions. I don't know what's going on right there, but yeah. So, all right, Tomo.
I mean, we talked about this on the last episode when I said had the Eagles got their wings clipped. I'm not really gonna say the league figured them out because, like you said, the league figured them out after week 2. It was just the fact that they was coming out and punching people in the face before they could know that they was in a fight. You know, it's like the old go-go method. You know, if you see somebody standing next to you, you got to watch them because they might just sneak you. And that's what the Eagles was doing. They was knocking people out in the go-go's, and then everybody was like, all right, so when they come in here, watch them. And the commander said, y'all come in here with that bull stuff. We're going to show y'all what we mean.
Exactly.
And y'all punch them first. It was like, you know what? We're not even going to wait all night for them to get rowdy. We just going to punch them, and we're going to keep fighting until it's over. Jeff Saturday literally took the Texans and you all's method. However, they got the two new big guys up front. They still got to get in football shape, but hey, a refrigerator is a refrigerator. And if you sometimes you just can't move a refrigerator after like 4 or 5 plays, and that's what happened. They was like, we're gonna stop the run, and we just gonna buckle down and put the ball in our best player hands today, which was Hurts. I'm happy for him because this was the game that he needed. He needed this game to show people that he can go out there and win the game when everything around him is falling apart. That's good too. Another thing I want to add to what I was saying earlier about the league figuring them out, that Dallas game when we played against them, and they were whooping us like 20-something to nothing before halftime. That second half, all we did was just run the ball, and it showed you that that's the method, and then people started to build on it. Dallas Goedert, if Dallas Goedert is the centerpiece of this offense, then Howie Roseman needs to lose his job. And I'm saying that to Kevin, straight like that. Like, your tight end should not have to be the centerpiece when you went out and got A.J. Brown. No. Let's do this. You got Strong Hulk. You got Fast Hulk. You got Slim Hulk. I mean, not Hulk, Batman. My bad. See, look, I'm on some other stuff. These Batmans that you have, they need to show up.
Facts.
Or maybe it's like that Batman movie when Bane took over and they knocked out the bat signal and you can't find them nowhere. So I say all that to say this. Hurts, I'm proud of you, man. You had a good game. The league has figured the Eagles out, and also run the ball.
Hey, get your shirt.
Run the ball.
Well,
if that's your thing, just run it.
I agree with you though with the Goddard situation. If Goddard is a big piece that you missed and you look totally different, y'all are vulnerable. Because one thing about the Eagles, they've been blessed all year to have no injuries for real, no major injuries. Jordan Davis was their first injury for real. Cowboys been hurt, the Commanders been hurt, the Giants been hurt, Eagles been flying high with no injuries. Jordan Davis goes out, big hole in the defense.
Yeah.
Goddard goes out, big hole in the offense. Like, what's going on? The Cowboys and Washington lost their quarterbacks. All right. The Giants lost they first round draft pick D lineman. You know, so we all had key pieces that was gone. Our tight end, he's been in and out of the lineup all year. Our tight end. You know, we just lost J.D. McKissick for the whole year. So my whole thing is injuries is part of football. And like you said, if Goddard is this big of a difference in his team, Howie Roseman, you got to do something with that offense. Because y'all supposed got the best offensive line. And I mean, that's what the Eagles fan tell me. The best offensive line. They got the best receiving core in the division, right? They got the best running backs in the division. That's what they say, right? And possibly the best quarterback, right? But second best quarterback. But yet you're a tight end. It's a centerpiece in your whole offense. Come on, y'all scored 16 points on the Colts. 17. All right, so
a reeling Colts team
with a guy who's a TV analyst coaching that team.
Exactly.
All right?
So we should already know his game plan. Just go back and watch old shows when he talked about y'all.
Exactly. Facts. No, you want to my cheat code. That's a cheat code right there.
Just go back. What did he think about us this week? And you just watch it. Like, he gonna try that.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.